What is going on, guys? MMA Island team, we got the fight picks, and we are back with, I guess this is UFC Vegas 15. Yeah, man, am I wrong? No, this isn't UFC.
Let me check. I mean, we're live. We're here regardless of what number UFC it is, but let me check.
And there you go. If you guys haven't already noticed, Diaz in the building for the fight picks. We couldn't get Zach
Yes,
this
sir.
week. Hopefully we get him next week. I think this is one thing I want to announce for the first video, because if you're watching the first video, you're clearly a diehard for the MMA Island team. Shout out to you. We're getting these out early, man. I told the boys, I said Monday or no way. That's how it's going.
Yep, you did, and I was like, "Well, I'll be ready. I'll be ready, boss."
So yeah, Monday or no way. So that we're getting them recorded Monday. You guys should be seeing this Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Point is, we're not missing any more fight picks. I know I've said this so many times, and then we end up doing it. But Monday or no way is my motto from now on, and I'm making sure that we get it all done. So hey, here we are, and we're ready. And for the
I
first
mean, this is
fight,
a pretty nice card we're about to pick.
It is. It's got a lot of diehard fights. A lot of people I've been wanting to see fight, and we're finally getting to see them fight again. And I'm just like, let's go, man. And it starts off with a good one that we were supposed to be seeing 2 weeks ago. First of all, this is UFC. We'll call it Hermanson versus Vettori, because I don't know what number it is. But because it doesn't list it on the site I'm on, as I love to mention. But yeah, fight is Luis Smolka taking on Jose Quinonez. First of all, last time we saw Jose Quinonez, which feels like 8 years ago, was when he got knocked out in the first round by Sean O'Malley, which really wasn't that long ago. It was March on the Adesanya.
That's crazy, dude. It does feel like forever ago.
I think the reason it feels like forever ago is because we saw O'Malley fight so often. We saw him fight Wineland, and we saw him fight Vera, and just seeing a guy win 2 times, or a guy fight 2 times after that, it just feels like that was a whole nother Sean O'Malley. That was the Sean O'Malley everyone was like, this guy could be someone to watch out for. And then after Wineland, it was like everyone's watching Sean O'Malley. And then after Vera, it's like, okay, there goes the hype train. So
yeah, well, I'm still here, Sugar. I'll always be here, just so you know.
I'm waiting for that Slick Sean O'Malley interview. I can't wait for it. But yeah, let's
get. So who do you think? Nah, I mean, this isn't this. All right, I'm not gonna derail this. Do you want to? What's your pick for this fight?
I'll get to it. Here we go. I'll get to it. Then I'll let you have your moment. All right. So Jose Quinonez, Luis Smolka, as I mentioned, we're supposed to see this 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Luis Smolka has some weight cut issues, and the fight gets cut the day of the fights. It was one of 2 fights to get cut on the day of the fights, which sucked. And it kind of sucked because I actually placed a bet, and I'm typically very conservative with my bets. My bet for last week was that Parisian and Parker Porter does not go the distance. Actually, it ends via KO was my bet. And Parisian just eats all the shots in the world and stays standing. So I missed that.
I picked him to win by decision, and I felt like smart, but then again, I was on the wrong side of it. So
yeah, and that's the thing. You'll see this on the Calculator podcast that we got rolling. But yeah, so that's one thing that I've been noticing is that every fight that we get wrong, that I bet wrong on, I learn a lot from. So, and the bet I was going to make for this one was that this fight ends with a KO in favor of Luis Smolka. I have Luis Smolka KOing Jose Quinonez in this one, at least from what the numbers I ran last time. I haven't ran the outcome numbers, but my result number is in, and it's in favor of Luis Smolka. It was pretty high confidence for the last one. It's I think a little bit less confidence in this one with the data we get from the 2 fights that have happened since the fight was originally supposed to happen. But I had Luis Smolka winning this one. I don't think I'm changing my pick. I'm gonna say he gets it done via KO, and man, I don't know why, but I think it's a 7 times multiplier for Luis Smolka to win via KO. So just to put that into perspective, if you bet $10, you walk out with 70. If it happens. So I got Luis Smolka winning via KO. And I think the one reason is that people see the submissions that Luis Smolka typically gets, at least recently. His last fight was a TKO win his last win was a TKO win in the first round against Ryan McDonald. So I don't know, man. I just don't think Jose Quinonez is going to be able to stand with Luis Smolka. He is pretty technical with his striking, which is weird to say. Looking at his last fight, he didn't land a single punch on Sean O'Malley in 2 minutes of fighting, and Sean O'Malley just looked on fire on there. But then again, it's Sean O'Malley. Obviously, Sean O'Malley is very, very talented, but I just haven't seen enough from Jose Quinonez, man. Honestly, I really haven't. His UFC wins typically decision. His last 4 wins come via decision. The one before that is submission. And then you're trying to find his last TKO win. It's in 2013. You're looking at his last TKO loss. It's in 2020. So just a lot of things to take into play. And man, I don't think I can value him over Luis Smolka. And Luis Smolka, man, I had him beating Casey Kenny. You had him beating Casey Kenny as well. And I just think that he kind of ran into a train in Casey Kenny. I've always thought Nathaniel Wood is a beast, and then Casey Kenny beats him. So clearly Casey Kenny's someone to watch out for in the 135 division. I've been saying that actually ever since the Smolka fight. But yeah, he had it was kind of weird. I think Casey Kenny kind of rocked Smolka, and Smolka shot in for an empty takedown and then just got caught in the guillotine. But
I don't remember it exactly, but I do remember picking Smolka. You're right about that. I forgot until you said that.
It was on our podcast. I remember it. But yeah, so I got Smolka on this one. I'll pass it on to Slick.
Yeah, I got Smolka too, but like I won't be surprised if Quinonez comes out and shows us that he's actually, something a viable part of, maybe the up and coming like part of this division. He doesn't have very many fights, man. And Luis Smolka, he's got this like he's been here a while. He's beat some talented dudes. Like he beat Sumaderji, who just got a big win this last weekend. I think it's going to go to decision. I was thinking Smolka submission, but I think they're just going to scrap it out, and I think they're going to go the full 15. I'll take Smolka with you though.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that I think is going to take into play, because I mentioned Quinonez is a pretty technical striker. He's went the distance, I think, 4 out of 5 of his last. No, he's went the distance 3 out of 5 of his last. The 2 he lost, KO from Sean O'Malley, submission from Nathaniel Wood, which are 2 pretty outcomes.
I mean, those are 2 of the most I think Nathaniel's really well rounded, but I'd say his talent level and Sean's talent level, they're both 2 of the guys to look out for in that division. I agree. 2 great guys.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, so just talking about this fight again, I'm trying to stall because we're actually texting Zach right now to see if we can get his pick, because I know you guys really appreciate Zach. He's probably got a way better percentage ratio than I do. So if you guys are on here for the pick, just stand by and let me ramble a little bit, and we can get Zach's pick here. Man, and that's one thing that scares me. I mentioned how I have one of my bets being that Smolka wins via KO. Can we take too much into play because of Sean O'Malley knocking Jose Quinonez? Sean O'Malley is a very, very good striker. He's probably going to knock out most people in the 135 division that aren't the top.
Yeah, well, before that fight happened, I was like, Quinonez is a dog. Like I was kind of surprised that Sean torched him like that. I think that Sean is just really good, and I think that Quinonez, this is gonna be I think both of them are gonna put on a good performance. Like I think this is gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be dynamic. Like I hope it's not one-sided. I see both of these dudes kind of strutting their stuff a little bit. So hopefully it's a good scrap to open up the card. I mean, what are the odds on this?
I'm pretty sure Smolka is a small favorite from last time I looked. But yeah, so we did get the pick from Zach. Zach has Smolka as well. So we got 3 people picking Smolka on this one. Make sure you guys let us know who you guys got. You can make the outro pretty quick because we went pretty long for this one. It's the first one of the night, so make sure you guys are checking out the other fight pick videos. We should have them all out. Super excited to be back, and make sure you guys check out the other fight pick videos.